you how to use publish from report in Salesforce and to send out your survey to everybody in that report. So first we'll do is we'll create a report in Salesforce. So it's a new report, and I'm going to do it on contact and accounts, but it will specifically be contacts. So got two criteria here: created date. I'm just going to set all time for this one, and then we'll add a new criteria where first name, let's say, contains Joe, like that, and let's run it. Okay, so I've got my one record here. Obviously you can have multiple, as many as you want, but I'm just going to use one to sort of explain how all of this works. So let's save this report. We'll call this Joe Blogs Survey Report. Alright, so I'm going to put it into, let's say, public reports, select folder, and then we'll pop it in there. Alright, cool, so that one's created, but let's go back into survey. So we'll create a survey here, and we'll say test survey, and then let's go. And here I'm going to insert a question. I'm going to say Boolean checkbox, shall we say? No, let's do radio. Right, so let's delete this because I don't want that many. Delete, 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 delete. Right, so I can put a question here, for example. What is 2 plus 2? And then here in the item, I'll just add some stuff here. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Like that. Click save. And now what we're going to do is we're going to publish it. And in the publish, you will choose report. This is where the secret source is. And in the config, I know I'm going to send it from my report, so your report is over here. So this is mine, Joe Blog Survey Report. The record ID that I need to choose is the contact ID. And now what you'll find is this, that in here, there is no contact ID. And the reason for that is all the fields in here are actually the fields in here. So what I would need to do is actually add the record ID in there. So if I edit this now in the report builder, and let's search for contact ID. Alright, so now if you have a look, and then let's just refresh this, and let me show you. So there's your contact ID, okay? It's all in there. So now let's just save this, we're good to go. And back in here, let's go back for a moment. We'll say report, go next, and then in here, the contact ID is not there yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and we're going to publish again. So report, go next, Joe Blog Survey, and there is your contact ID. And that's all you need to do. So in the email now, custom email, choose my email field, we'll use report, send the survey URL at formtitan.com, test, and send now. And now it's sent. So I'll bring that over shortly to show you what it actually looks like. So we'll wait for the survey ID to be created. It is, and it's good to go. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to pull the email across. It's on my other screen. And I've got the URL, so I'll show you the... Alright, so here it is. You can see there's a report, and it's come to Titan at formtitan.com, which is the email of Joe Blogs. And from here, as I said, you will just click start, push your entry, click submit, and it's done. And then in Salesforce, if you just refresh, you will see that the response is created. There's your test survey. Go to the related. You will see here is the question 2 plus 2, label 4, 4, 4, and 4. And that's it, and that's all there is to it, to be honest, in terms of how you do it from the report. And just to recap, have your report ready, but make sure, and this is the most fundamental piece to it all really, so let me just do new, report, the ID of the specific object, you need to have that field directly in the report. So if it's contact, it's contact ID. If it's a custom object, so it's a record ID. But that field needs to be available within the report itself, like I have here, like that. Otherwise, obviously, you won't be able to find it, and that's going to cause some issues. But this is how you do it.